guys, and welcome back to the farm. This is Ginger, and we are starting our very first series on Mercy in Motion. This series is taught on the 5 pillars of teaching that I learned from Mercy during her life here, and I'm ready to share it with y'all. Our first lesson is all about patience, and it's all about slowing down, letting go of expectations, and just being present in the moment with your horse. And one of the first things that we're going to work on is how we halter and lead our horses. And we're going to turn it into a game. And it's going to be fun, it's going to be relaxing, and there's no pressure to really do it right. And so I'm really excited about this series, and I hope y'all will enjoy it too and follow along for more. So our first homework assignment is going to be working on leading your horse and working on 3 speeds of walk. So we're just going to stay with the walk for this week. And you first want to find your baseline that you're most comfortable with. I like to be right around my horse's head at my shoulder, and that's just where I prefer them to be at. And you're going to start finding your regular, normal, everyday walk. And you want to start practicing having your horse start and stop with you. So when you step off with your foot, they should step off with their foot. And when you stop, they should stop. There should not be any lagging behind or pushing forward in front of you. And you just want to spend just a few minutes practicing that. This is not about hammering these lessons in with your horse. This should be fun and enjoyable time for the 2 of y'all. And then once you find that baseline walk, then you can start working on your other speeds of walk, right? Because we don't all just walk like one speed. Like we have multiple speeds. So we call what I call the old lady walk, where I'm just barely shuffling, they're in the grocery store, you can't ever get around them, they're taking their sweet time, looking at every can and in the aisle, they're pushing their buggy this far and then stopping. Practice that with your horse, and they should be calm and relaxed with you. I mean, if you only take 1 step, they should only take 1 step. If you take half a step, they should only take half a step. And so after several minutes of doing that, you can do your speed walk. The one where you're still in the grocery store, but now your mama's on the other aisle, and she's getting in line to pay for everything, and then she realized she left a milk, and so she looks at you and tells you to go pick the milk up and get back. You are not doing the old lady walk when you do that. You are hustling. And your horse should hustle with you, and they should work on trying to stay right in time with you. And so that one is always a lot of fun and can get pretty exciting, trying to get your horse to hustle off with you and then stop. And you can do all sorts of things. You can do it down the line in your arena. You can do this walking from the barn to their paddock, going to go pick up your saddle. You can do figure 8, circles. And so I would not spend a whole lot of time doing these exercises. If you only have 10-15 minutes, that's all you really need. You can do these really at any time. When you go to saddle your horse, when you go to take them out to meet the vet and the farrier, practice your hustle going there, practice your old lady walk going back. You can do it at all time at various times, but it helps get y'all in time with one another, and it teaches y'all to reconnect and spend some quality time and being present with one another. So let's go practice this. So here we are in the arena, and we are just starting to build our baseline walk here. And so we're just getting in time with one another. I want her to stay on a loose halter. I shouldn't feel like I'm dragging her. And we're just working on getting in sync with one another, making some turns, maybe backing up. And here we are just practicing our normal speed of walk, just our everyday. I'm just walking you to the barn, I'm walking you around the farm. We're just enjoying a nice normal walk, practicing a few turns in both directions, and nothing hard or extraordinary. And then we just start hustling. Like we're in that grocery store, we're gonna go get that milk for our mama. And then we just slow it down. Like all of a sudden I caught my hip. My hip's hurting. And so now I'm walking around like the old lady because one day I'm going to be her. And I need my horse to walk with me really slow. Taking our time, 1 foot at a time. I don't want my horse to blow past me and knock me over. Like, she needs to be really conscious of where I am and what speed I need her to walk with me. And then I'm going to usually end our session just going right back to our very first walk, just our regular, normal, everyday walk. And just kind of end there. We may do a few circles. We might do some figure eights, some serpentines around the arena, so we're not just going around and around the outer edge of the ring and just being super bored. Like, we're changing our directions and making things a little bit more entertaining so that she is keeping up. Girl. So those are some of the things that you can work on the ground without riding with your horse. She's stopped perfect there. She's nice and quiet. It's easy to do, but it can be quite difficult in theory. Honey is actually really good at that. She's kind of terrible about the haltering part, but she's pretty good at the walking and adjusting speeds to fit you. And I'll probably pull out another horse and show a video of how that can be a little bit more difficult to do. But that is what our first lesson is on patience. And then after we have played with that a little bit, we're just going to sit with one another and just enjoy each other's company for a bit. So what I suggest is at least 5 minutes sitting quietly. At this time, they can graze if they want to graze. They can do whatever they want to do, as long as those 2 rules are always still in place. Don't pull on the end of the rope. Don't come into my personal space uninvited. So let's do that now. At the end of your lesson, let's spend 5 minutes in silence together, just enjoying each other's company. And so when you're done with these exercises and you're just spending some quality time with your horse, I like to, at the end of each session, just spend about 5-10 minutes with my horse, with no phone, no radio, no distractions, no talking to other people, just us hanging out and relaxing. I want you to take this time and just reflect on how you felt during these exercises. Like, how did it feel when you were rushing around, and how did it feel when you were going slow, and how do you feel now, just sitting there in silence, like listening to yours graze? You might be napping, maybe snuffling around in your hair. Just sit and enjoy this time and reflect on how you felt during this work. And practicing patience doesn't require a horse. So during this week, if you don't have a horse or you're not around a horse, you can practice doing this in a lot of different ways. Like when you're sitting in traffic, just turn your radio off. Sit there the length of the red light. You can boil water and sit there and just watch it boil. Don't look at your phone. Just wait on the water to get hot. Yeah. There's lots of different ways that you can do this. And also try to spend at least 10 minutes a day sitting outside on your porch, out in your yard, in a park, and just sit in silence and enjoy it. So I really hope you enjoyed this little video and this little session with Honey. I will do more videos with different horses to show different styles, because Cami and Grace and even Georgia are not going to respond to these exercises in the same way, and that's totally okay. And it's fun, and it's fairly easy exercises. You don't have to ride to be able to do these exercises, and being able to connect and enjoy time with your horse. And I hope y'all get out there and spend some time with your horses this week. And if you don't have the time to do that, I hope you spend some time with yourself and work on some patience.